here at the greatest clay court tournament in Houston, Texas.
The U.S. Men's Clay Court Championships at River Oaks. It's having a great time.
From the U.S. Men's Clay Court Championship, I'm Blair Henley, sitting alongside our special guest today, Tennis Channel's Justin Gimelstad.
This is such an incredible event. It just keeps getting better and better this year for Tennis Channel to have wall-to-wall coverage and to add the desk. This is always an event that the players love coming to and obviously is so appreciated by the patrons.
It's a special week. There's a lot of parties, a lot of fun.
Lots of nice people and lots of good tennis. And this year, good weather.
Beautiful day for tennis. It's a fantastic venue.
Everybody I know who is into tennis here in town is out at the tournament pretty much every night.
This is something that me and my mom get to share. This whole entire week we get to spend each other. It's like a mother-daughter thing. So it's one experience in life that I will never forget.
It's the oldest clay court tournament in the country.
The stadium, it feels like you're at Fenway Park. It has that kind of history to it.
World-class facility, world-class everything.
It draws a really nice crowd. The players really like this location, this club. It has a European feel to it. Here at River Oaks, people come here prepared for, I'd say, a classy tournament, and it shows. River Oaks knows how to do that.
This is really the only venue that you have that gets the top players in the world here for the local crowd to watch.
John, so good to have you back in Houston.
Yeah, it's good to be back here.
When we get players of this level here, it's a blessing. We're so grateful. They choose to come back here year after year, and it's obvious why. This is a first-class event.
Nick Kyrgios, welcome to Texas.
Thank you, appreciate it.
What are your first impressions of the grounds here, of the city?
I mean, I love it here at the moment. You know, I got a lot of good reviews. You know, a couple of my buddies have played this tournament pretty much every year, and they said I had to get here.
It's been a consistent upward trajectory over time.
Yes.
The quality of the people that attend, which I think is a lot. The way they set it up in terms of staying in people's homes and things, the intimacy.
They get to sleep in someone's home. A lot of our players stay in residence around the neighborhood here. When you get to stay with a family that serves dinner at night and plays cards with you, it's like being at home a little bit.
Folks come that I think otherwise would not attend a 250 tournament just because of all of that.
Today, a lady's favorite, the Tootsie's Luncheon by the pool.
The Tootsie's Luncheon sells out like in 2 minutes every year.
This is the big sort of social night with the fashion show during the day, and then the Bryan brothers will perform their band this evening.
It's been so much fun to get to enjoy the club, socialize with friends, and see great tennis, which has been a blast.
Compared to like a lot of other tournaments, I think there's such intimacy in it. Here you feel like you're really just part of it.
It's almost a family atmosphere. It's very quaint and cozy. You can see the players up close, you see them walking around.
You get to talk to the players, they get to talk to you.
You can sit courtside, you're 10 feet from them. I think the players recognize the sort of interaction with the crowd.
There's not a bad seat in the entire stadium. You have a great view of the tennis court.
I think it's so small and unique in how the stadium gives you that old-fashioned feel, and you're up and close with the pros, and you're not like at the US Open, you're thousands of feet up where you're like nosebleeds and everything, but you're right next to the pros and you get to hear them breathe and talk and hit every ball.
I love being here just because of what this tournament represents. You know, it represents so much of what tennis used to be like, an intimate, community-supported event at a beautiful facility. This has such a touch of charm about it because of that. It's a sort of a throwback almost.
Kids Day is a lot of fun because different players, professional players, get to come out, especially the ones here from the ATP, but also from the Houston Rockets. And you know, it's great to see professionals from all around different sports come out and just enjoy tennis.
Oh, it was good. I had a lot of fun. Seeing them being so passionate about, you know, helping others. That's what it's really about. Having, you know, young kids playing tennis and them being a part of it. I think it's great.
Well, it's a multicultural sport, and I love the fact that it opens the demographic of the world up to these young men and women. And it's just a fun sport. It's a really, really fun sport. And I enjoy playing and trying it. When I was younger, I only tried it once, and now I'm trying to work on my craft now.
This is what we're all about, you know, being a role model, being guys that kids can aspire to be like.
I love Kids Day because it's a good way to give back to the little guys. I remember being this age and looking up to a lot of professional tennis players, and this is kind of where your dream starts.
The other big piece is the Give Back program, which is phenomenal in terms of raising money for charity, where if you're not using your tickets, you give them back. They get resold, and then all the money goes to Memorial Hermann. It's a children's hospital, which is excellent.
The park was underwater. Much of this part of Houston and many, many other parts of Houston took anywhere between 3 to 6 feet of water. So it had a direct impact on this community center and the tennis courts where a lot of kids play. We have a lot of schools that play on the tennis courts, and it was wiped out.
Yeah, we were following Harvey on the news. We've been coming to Houston for 20 years. To see it hit that hard was obviously a very sad moment, but we're happy to be able to help in some sort of way. We donated from our foundation to help the courts here. They need it. They look like clay courts, but they're actually hard courts, and so they're going to rip them out, put new asphalt down.
We're happy to donate a little bit to make them fresh, make them new, give kids a place to hang out after school. We're just happy to be here and happy that the tournament has given us this opportunity to help give back.
You know, I mean, obviously you play sports, it's bigger than just hitting a tennis ball. You want to see stuff like this. It inspires me and hopefully it inspires them as well.
You know, we really have to give back as much as we possibly can. I think that's a very, very important part of our role as professional athletes.
We're really looking forward to getting these courts resurfaced so these kids have a great place to play.
It's going to be a huge improvement. It's just going to brighten this place up.
All the ball kids are all just local kids. It gets them just further integrated into the sport.
When I came here and I was in awe because I was so up and close and personal with all the pros. They're all so nice and friendly, and it really increased my love for the sport.
We're on court, we have the best view in the house. I know everyone. I mean, I know the coaches, I know the grounds crew. You know, when you see the umpires on TV, you're like, hey, I know them.
They all love it because they miss school too. They like that as well. For one thing, do we have another tennis tournament event in Houston? No. You have great players. It's arranged very well, and you have good volunteers.
Bronwyn and her staff just do a first-class job, and they work so hard on it all year. Just to see them do their job and do it so well is amazing.
You know, the tournament goes off without a hitch, but that's just what we see. I think behind the scenes, all the hard work really pays off, all the details make it a special experience.
One of the things I would like to add about the tournament is the incredible support of the sponsors that we have. It could not happen without their input and their financial generosity.
This tournament could not take place without these sponsors and their generosity. It takes a lot of money to put on a great tournament. We are thankful and grateful, and I know our players are extremely grateful for what the sponsors add to this tournament.
They're a joy to come and see their products that they put out on the grounds. That's one of the things I enjoy, sitting in those nice, beautiful cars and wanting to drive one away. They don't have the keys in them, unfortunately, but
I would encourage anybody that enjoys tennis or just enjoys sports. This is a great venue that we have available to us here in Houston.
You become an even bigger fan. I think by the time the week is done, I'm like, where's my racket?
I mean, whenever the tournament's over, it's really sad because, I mean, there's not another tennis event. You have to enjoy it while it's here.
Young and old, even if you're not a tennis fan, you like this week, it's a lot of fun.
We had a great time this year. This might be my favorite year yet.
We cannot wait till next year. It's just the highlight of our year.
Very pleasant. The weather was wonderful, and I've had a great experience. This year, I think, this was my best year. I enjoyed the most.
We have the best time every year. This is our favorite time of the year in Houston. Can't wait for the
next year.
See how it finishes and to come back out next year.